The Davao City local government has envisioned that the children in the city will be God-centered, healthy, empowered, free from abuse and neglect, with full access to services, and living in a peaceful and gender-fair, caring society. The city government of Davao exists as a prime mover in advocating children's rights by providing full access to education, health and nutrition, shelter, safe environment, protective and rehabilitative services in order to endure their holistic development with gender perspective. In pursuing the envisioned condition, the city government under the administration of City Mayor Sara Z. Duterte has been pursuing programs and projects that geared towards its priority development thrust, which is encapsulated in the Barog, or Barangay Empowerment, Academe, Resource Generation, Peace and Order, and Governance Program. Barog aims to achieve holistic development for Davao City by addressing the problems of the barangays without compromising the environment and the safety and health of every Davaoeño, especially the children. In the area of policy and planning formulation, the local government of Davao City has been at the forefront in supporting the Philippine government's commitment to the Convention on the Rights of the Child and the World Declaration on Child Survival, Protection, and Development. On top of the policy directives is the consistent implementation of the provisions embodied in the ordinance entitled the Comprehensive Children and Family Support System in Davao City, otherwise known as the Davao City Children's Welfare Code, originally enacted in 1994 and amended in 2006. Complementary with the implementation of the ordinance, the city government has also formulated and approved the Local Development Plan for Children for 2007 to 2010 through the collaborative efforts of local government offices, national line agencies, non-government organizations, and the children. The plan contains the current situation of the children vis-a-vis the local government and services providers' existing interventions. The plan was utilized in crafting policies and legislations, generate programs, projects and activities, and improve basic services delivery, thus provide significant contribution and create significant impact on the lives of children in Davao City. Our comprehensive development plan also adequately deals with the issues and concerns related to children, as embodied under the Social Sectoral Plan. It incorporates programs and projects in the fields of health, education, social welfare, and environment. The allocation and utilization of resources directed to promote and protect the welfare of children are most vital in the successful implementation of the corresponding programs, projects, and activities. In 2011, Davao City allotted 316 million pesos for programs and projects solely devoted for children and another 375 million pesos, which in part beneficial for children. The 691 million pesos total allocations for children constitute 24.62% of the 2.8 billion pesos total investments of the local government. Of the 691 million pesos total allocations for children, 664 million pesos, or 96.20%, are actually utilized. Aside from the funds sourced out from the internal revenue allotment, there are also programs and projects that are being pursued, utilizing the financial assistance from external sources like the UNICEF. Non-government, civic, and faith-based organizations also poured in funding in various collaborative undertakings with the local government. To ensure that Davaoeños, especially children, are healthy and have access to healthcare services, the Davao City government prioritized and strengthened monitoring and evaluation of delivery of social services to the community. These include operation of 187 health centers located in 182 barangays in Davao City by providing sustained regular budget, staff complement, and additional health facilities. Other facilities available in Davao City are the 32 hospitals, 3 of which are government-owned. The comprehensive coverage of our health service delivery includes programs that address child and maternal health, nutrition, and sanitation. The Davao City government underscored the importance of education as encapsulated in its Barog Development Thrust. The city firmly believes that access to education, especially by the underprivileged, must be strengthened as a way to help them improve their lives. Pursuing Davao City's development thrust, the city government invested in infrastructure projects, particularly in the construction of classrooms and other school amenities. Aside from the early childhood care and development services, efforts and resources were also directed to alternative earning system and madrasa's system of education. On top of support services are the scholarship programs in all levels of education. The Davao City government continues to build a child-friendly environment by ensuring that children in the city are protected from violence, exploitation, and abuse. It has successfully institutionalized social protection programs by establishing facilities and infrastructure in the city, such as shelter care for children who are victims and survivor of physical and sexual abuse. We have also maintained residential care for neglected, abandoned, and abused mentally challenged children and youth, temporary home for street children and urban working children, rehabilitation and treatment for minor drug dependents, and preventive and rehabilitative interventions for children in conflict with the law and children needing special protection. Since the city government strengthened linkage and network with private sector through public-private partnership, these child welfare programs were carried out together with non-government organizations, people's organizations, Children and Youth Association, and Children's Foundation, among others. Consistent with the provisions embodied in the Local Government Code, the local government ensures and keeps on tracking the functionality of special bodies such as the Local School Board, Local Health Board, Local Nutrition Council, and Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Committee, and the City Development Council. The local government also takes full advantage of the important role of the Local Council for the Welfare of Children, or CWC, which involves meaningful participation of child rights advocates from non-government organizations. The CWC plays crucial functions in identifying issues and concerns affecting the rights and welfare of children and in crafting appropriate remedies. At the grassroots level, the local government ensures that most, if not all, of the barangay councils for the protection of children are functional. Of the 182 barangays in Davao City, the Department of Interior and local government categorized 141 as ideal, 3 as mature, 37 as progressive, and 1 as basic. Moreover, frontline agencies of the local government in the delivery of basic services have also conducted capability trainings and staff development seminars among service providers. In the field of child participation, the local government is guided by the Davao City Children's Welfare Code and an executive order reorganizing the organizational structure of the Council for the Welfare of Children, or CWC of Davao City. The legislative measures ensure the participation of the children in Davao City in discussion of issues pertaining to child welfare, especially in the CWC. To institutionalize the Children's Month celebration, the City Mayor issued Proclamation No. 7 declaring October as Children's Month in Davao City. Every October, The Children's Congress is conducted in Davao City, organized by the Davao City Sangguniang Kabataan Federation in partnership with the Davao City Council for the Welfare of the Children, particularly the Committee on Children's Participation. The Congress serves as venue to discuss burning issues related to children's welfare, submit resolutions, petitions, children's statement, declaration, and action plans on children's concerns, among others. In the promotion of community participation, forging collaborative undertakings with the community proved remarkable in the advancement of children's rights and welfare, particularly in a setting with active involvement and participation of non-government, civic, faith-based, and people's organizations. Also noteworthy in the local government's community participation efforts are the spiritual and value formation programs, the birth registration campaign, preschool, youth leadership, and street children education programs. And just like any mother who wants to give only the best to her child, under her care, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte continues to work hard by carrying out child welfare programs anchored on Barog, a priority of her administration, to ensure that all these efforts and initiatives shall reach and shall be enjoyed by each and every child in Davao City. Davao City renewed its commitment to sustain its efforts in pursuing improvement of the quality of life for its people and to remain an advocate for children's needs and rights by building a child-friendly society. After all, life indeed is here in Davao City.